When looking at domain and range, I want you to think about x and y values. So domain refers to all x values and range refers to y values. So in this situation, we have a set of ordered pairs or a set of points. And when you've got a set of points, there's a couple different rules that happen with listing out domain and range. First, you want to list your numbers from lowest to highest. And secondly, if you have any numbers that repeat or any values that repeat, you do not want to list any repetitive values, so no repeats. Okay, so if we look at domain, we want to use set notation, so you're going to use one of the brackets, and we want to start from the lowest x value up to the highest x value. So our lowest x value would be -3, and we've got 0. We've got 1 listed twice, so I'm only going to write it one time because we do not want any repeats. And finally, we've got 4. Now we can look at range, and again, we use set notation. The lowest y value would be -9, making our way up to the highest value. Then you're done. Okay, second example. Again, we're going to start with domain or x values, and we're going to list them from highest to lowest with no repeat values. So I'm going to start at -6, -3, and it looks like we go 3, 4, 5. Okay, then range is y values. Again, lowest to highest. Got 0 on there twice, so I only want to list it one time. Okay, and you can go ahead and complete the rest of these problems on the front. Now we're looking at domain and range from a graphical standpoint. So when you're thinking listing domain and range here, we want interval notation. And here's how we convert this from a graph to interval notation. If you've got a filled in dot or something inclusive on the graph, you want to use brackets. If you've got an open circle or something exclusive, you want parentheses. Okay, so if we're looking at domain here, you want left to right or x values. Think where the x-axis goes. So our leftmost value would be -1, and we've got an inclusive point here, so we want a bracket. The rightmost value would be 3, and we've got an open circle down here, so we want a parenthesis. If we look at range, that's y values, or lowest to highest. So we start at -4 with an open circle. We go all the way up to +4 with a filled in dot. Okay, so domain, x values left to right. So I'm starting at -4 with a filled in dot here. So I want a bracket. Then we're going to the right. We go all the way over to +4, again with a bracket. Range, y values, or low to high. So the lowest value would be -4, all the way up to +4, and both of those were solid dots, so they get brackets. Last example from me here, we've got domain x values left to right, so we're going from -6 all the way over to +4. Both of those are open circles, so they've got parentheses. Range would be y values are low to high, starting at 0 going up to 4. Again, both of those are open circles, so we've got parentheses. Okay, the rest of these are up to you to finish.